Muy pero muy buenas a todos, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Espero que estén todos muy pero muy bien. Yo soy Neko y les doy la bienvenida una vez más al canal. Por cierto, no te olvides de apoyarlo mediante tu suscripción si todavía no estás suscrito. Déjale un gran like a este video para poder llegar a más personas y además activar la campana de notificaciones, así YouTube te avisa cuando suba el próximo video al canal. Vamos a comenzar entonces con este nuevo video de Alan Wake y seguimos entonces recorriendo estos lugares oscuros por donde vaga la mente de Alan, no en búsqueda de respuestas a lo que le sucedió entonces a su pareja Alice. Así que vamos entonces a comenzar con este nuevo video y vamos a ver qué sucede en el día de hoy. Así que empecemos con este nuevo video. Muy bien, seguimos en Alan Wake. Hemos entonces pasado toda la parte inferior de la mina. Todavía nos queda salir de este lugar y bueno, seguir enfrentando entonces a las sombras, a las cosas que se mueven. Así muy poltergeist todo, como había dicho anteriormente. Así que vamos entonces a seguir moviéndonos. Tenemos exterior finalmente. ¿Podemos bajar? Sí, y creo que hay que bajar, pero quiero ver qué hay aquí arriba antes. Lugar donde subir. Va a haber una batalla acá, me parece. Y no tiene mucho sentido que me den bengalas. Ah, es el lugar donde tenemos que llegar, ok. Es el puesto de observación. ¿O no? Ah, no. No, debe ser... No sé. Estoy perdido. Ser por allá. Hay un camino que gira todo este lugar. A ver, enfocamos. Sí, es allá. Ok. Una montaña nevada. Interesante. Trepar, ¿a dónde quiere? Ah, acá en la escalera. Ok, a ver. Hemos encontrado una nueva... Thor golpea a la enfermera Sinclair.
Behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Thor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Ok. ¿Viene el dios del rayo a reunirse con nosotros? No entiendo por qué el Mjolnir, ¿no? Y porque aparte no se llama Thor el personaje. No Thor como se escribe Thor, pero él piensa que es Thor. ¿O más por acá? Parece que no. Bajemos entonces. Pájaros. Los voy a repeler con mi bengala. Acá tengo luz. ¡Ah! ¡Pájaros! ¡Fuera! What? Pero si tengo... Okay. No funciona. Muy bien, ahora sí. Nos curamos con la luz y acá tenemos cositas.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Hay que pasar por acá y nos van a atacar los pájaros. Hay que estar atentos nomás. Por ahora todo tranquis. Ahí vienen. ¡Wow! Muy bien. Parece que lo hemos superado. ¡Oh, no! Ok. Aquí. Tenemos que subir caminando. ¡Mueran, malditos! Ok. Salieron volando, pobre. What? Casi me aplasta. Señor Poltergeist, por favor, cálmese. ¿Puedo agarrar la pila? Ah, no le puedo pegar a eso. No le voy a disparar. Una cabaña. ¿Dónde me van a atacar probablemente? Algo por acá, nada, ¿no? Luz. O algo por el estilo. Ok, queda uno. Cambiemos de arma. Ok. Pilas. Arma. Ok. Continuamos. Cauldron Lake, el octavo lago más profundo del mundo. Es un lago de caldera formado en un cráter volcánico. Podría decirse que el volcán sigue activo, pero no ha registrado actividad desde el sismo volcánico de 1970. Sabía que algo iba a pasar. Hay una ruta. Tengo que ir para este lado, ¿no? Okidoki, seguimos. Ah, no, esta es... volví por el mismo camino. Ok, recarguemos. Tengo que cruzar, señor Wayne. Excelente. Ahora sí. Mis movimientos. Punto de control alcanzado. Allá hay una nota. Ok, pero acá no queda nada. Todo parece indicar que no. Ah, sí, mira, ahí hay una caja. Genial, continuamos. Ahora sí. Mott and Galdron
Maud
Lane.
had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
¿Y ahora? Ah, por acá. No, por acá vine. ¿No hay que seguir por acá? ¡Ay, que me caigo! Hay un camino. Pero no puedo continuar por acá. Ah. Tremenda estructura y no la vi. What? ¿Y esta casa? Okay, probablemente haya que entrar por ahí. Un café. Tom. I miss you. ¿Escribiste esto? Tom. Me hablaste en la televisión. Extraño, Tom. Bueno, todo muy normal. Te escucho, Tom. ¿Dónde estás? Tengo, sí, pero tengo 2 nada más, así que tengo que ser cuidadoso. ¡Cuidado! ¡Oh! ¡Ah! Demasiado pocos golpes aguanta, güey. Ok. Va todo rengo, pobre. Y había un café por acá. No me restaura vida el café. Él sabe que sí. No sé para qué sirve el termo de café, la verdad, entonces. Y no restaura vida.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now.
Wake se despierta en la
tried to hold on
clínica.
to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. Had to get there fast.
¿Qué tipo
I
de
dreaded what I
clínica?
would find.
¿Psiquiátrica? Probablemente. Con lo pirado que está.
Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming! Sorry, please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have a wife. We don't know where she is. She's
No sabemos dónde está, dice.
We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Ah. Ah.
Ok. Parece que alguien se lo llevó. Ok. Está subtitulado, así que lo vamos a pasar directamente.
Baby, it was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like
Okay.
this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages. The door was
No
locked.
puede
I was a
salir.
prisoner here.
Viene alguien. Viene el doctor.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm.
Parece
Get
que
the
se llevó un
message. Loud
golpe.
and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Ok, no sé qué pasó con los subtítulos, pero bueno. Básicamente le estaba diciendo...
There is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Ok,
I
es un,
specialize in treating
un psiquiátrico
artists.
entonces,
I bet you do.
claramente.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Ok. Sigamos al doctor. ¡Un oso! Imagino que en algún momento van a regresar los subtítulos. Si no, un embole.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this.
Estoy enloquecido.
Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me,
Oh no.
I had to fight not to believe his words.
Sería lo más lógico lo que
It's
te
all
está
in
diciendo
your
el médico.
You've been making it up.
Pero bueno, también
Apart from
puede
a
ser
tragic
mentira,
accident with
obviamente.
your wife, no one has
No
been
olvidemos
killed.
que es ficción,
Your
que todo puede
delusions are just a
pasar.
manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained
Todo
logically.
puede ser explicado lógicamente, le dice. Tremendo reloj, señor. Ok, ¿qué me vas a mostrar?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Sí,
Cauldron Lake
claro.
spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
¿Qué es? ¿Dónde
It
era el
seems
lugar?
there's
No
a
lo veo.
storm coming.
¿Cómo ve?
Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast.
Ah,
Well, no matter.
ahora empezás
This
a
way.
tener miedo,
Follow me.
¿no? De la oscuridad.
Alan, what
No
I'm telling
miento,
you is
so.
good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your
Doctor.
imagination.
Se empieza a hacer de noche, doctor.
Considering your profession, imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
Lo
my
dejé
head.
hablar, dice.
I dug
Claramente
my
le
nails
gusta su
into the
propia
palms of
voz.
my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Claro que sí, doctor, pero se da cuenta que se está poniendo oscuro y que se viene la noche y que la oscuridad nos va a atacar, ¿no?
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn
Okay.
wonderful, yeah.
Hola.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
¿Qué le pasa? ¿Listo?
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please. Emerson
Señora, ¿cómo le va?
is confused enough as it is.
Hola.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared.
Ok, suena...
Decide what kind of dream you have or when you...
Suena... Bastante aburrido. Y encima de que no tiene subtítulos, me echó tu café. No sé de quién será, pero bueno. Acá están las habitaciones de los pacientes.
I'll get him to the head.
Ok, hasta empezó a cantar.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
¿Por qué hay tanto oso, señor? Bienvenida a la clínica de Cauldron Lane. Aquí podemos darle la ayuda especializada que necesite. Sin embargo, debe cumplir estos requisitos. Pida a sus familiares y amigos que concierten cita para visitarlo. Buenas.
My rheumatism
Oh,
is
son los de
killing
la
me.
cafetería.
There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
¡Qué tormenta! Van a salir todos volando con la oscuridad. ¿Qué más, Doc?
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a
Odin y
heavy
Thor.
metal band
Thor
in the
tiene su
70s
martillo.
and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of
Night
Viking
Springs.
gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a
Tremenda
farm
caja.
nearby.
La caja es más
They
grande
are,
que el
in
juego.
advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done.
¿Quién está pintando afuera?
I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Un rostro en la oscuridad. Ok, Doc. ¿Podemos continuar?
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Ahora volvemos a entrar a lo que pareciera ser la mente,
I'd like to
¿no?
bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd
La
forget.
granja de
A
los
crash
Anderson es el
course.
Valhalla.
All you
dice.
need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Una hoja escrita. Ok. ¿Qué dice la escritura y el ayudante de Thomas Zane?
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Ok.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Ok, hay que regresar a la habitación, vamos.
Dream and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination.
Hey, Sinclair. Dr. Hartman was worried about the power again. He's checking on it now.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
Por ahora parecen todos muy tranquilos.
Something's wrong.
Gotcha.
Y tenemos acá.
It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark
Ok, tenemos acá nuestra habitación.
Hey, Wake. Why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh?
Ok,
Typewriter's in your room.
¿qué tenemos acá?
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Ok, habría que buscar la llave, ¿no?
I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4.
Ok.
And that makes me the
Vamos a regresar entonces a la habitación.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Y vamos a ver qué pasa.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down.
Ok.
Hey, Wake. You stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
Empieza a haber problemas en el hospital psiquiátrico.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Muy bien, bueno, estamos entonces en este lugar, inicio de un nuevo episodio, episodio 4 supongo, ¿no? Porque había dicho que es el final del episodio 3, el anterior, llegamos hasta donde se supone que estaba el secuestrador de Alice, que al final no era ningún secuestrador, sino que lo habían obligado a llevar a Alan hasta ese lugar. Y luego, entonces, de caer al lago, lo rescataron y, bueno, terminamos entonces en este lugar donde nos dijeron que en realidad todo lo que habíamos vivido hasta el momento era mentira. Así que vamos entonces a ver cómo sigue avanzando esta historia. Por el momento, bueno, estamos entonces atrapados en este hospital, vino una tormenta y, bueno, vamos a ver entonces qué sucede más adelante. Así que vamos dejando este video por acá, espero que les haya gustado. Ya saben que si es así no se olviden de dejarle un gran like para poder llegar a más personas, de suscribirse al canal si todavía no lo hicieron y además activen la campana de notificaciones, así YouTube les avisa cuando subo el próximo video al canal. Fue todo entonces por el día de hoy, nos vemos en el próximo video. Un saludo para todos, chao.